Hello and welcome to the weekly dream analysis reading. As you can see, I was drawn to have 4 completely different decks this week for your dreams as well. 2 cards fell for each of you in terms of the main thematic, the common thread that connects you dreamers together, or sometimes the non-dreamers. I do pick up on that as well, or non-dreamers in the sense of you feel like you cannot remember or recall all of your dreams. And then we also have, of course, the avid dreamers. So I'm going to let you pause the video if you need to tune in a bit more, but I am an organic reader. You're going to see me moving all the cards, shuffling, etc. If you don't like to watch the process, feel free to use the timestamp below. Otherwise, my name is Ashley, and thank you for welcoming me into your dreamscapes. I look forward to helping you all understand kind of what were the 3 questions I was feeling. What did you do in your dreamscape? Where did you go? And who did you meet? So maybe that's why I have 2 cards here off the top. Okay, let's get the Dreamer's deck here for you all. And I'm going to do a timestamp and make sure we do some charms as well. All right. Okay, so what did you do? Where did you go? Who did you meet? And of course, we're all here to understand why this past week did you explore the way you did in your dreams. No rhyme or reason. I don't come into these dreams at all, these readings at all with any kind of spread in mind. We just keep pulling the cards that they kind of shined for me here. And then your group 1, so whatever your spread is, that's what we go with. Yeah, nothing else. Okay. So it looks like that's going to be this week's spread. So let's get our charms. Okay. I'm just going to go over the main themes, if they want to add anything here. Okay. Whoop, okay. Now we'll see what they want to add to the card. I'm just quiet as I make sure I feel shifting, so I know that they're looking to drop something. I think they're trying to move something out of the way here. Let's see. I can feel movement. I can hear the clicking. So I think it's coming right by my thumb here. I think it's that heart here. I'm just going to allow it. Don't want to take up too much time just waiting on them to drop a charm. They have so much energy, right? Okay. Well, what a beautiful spread that we have this week for our dreams. Nice little balance here. Feels very, what is it, linear and geometric or asymmetrical, and everything is kind of it's 1 card, 1 charm, 1 card, 1 charm. It's quite nice. And then even the 2, the 2, the 2. So maybe I'll actually do that. I won't cover. Yeah, maybe there's a reason for a top and bottom row as well. I guess we'll see it as we feel it here. I'm just traveling into your kind of dream thread, and then I'll get started. Okay. So one of your 2 cards that you tuned into, so part of our pick a card, the commonality, the common thread that brought you all together. Maybe there's 2 actually, 2 threads, or maybe there's 2 things that you're predominantly dealing with right now in life. We deal with a lot of things, but there might be 2 separate things drawing your attention right now in waking life, as I see how it's been split here. Even in the charm story, I'm already seeing. So starting with this charm. This is about a relationship. So it could be familial, so family, relatives, work, space, neighborhood. It could be that person you see every day at the same time. You go to order your coffee in the morning, right? But this is two sides to every story. Willing to see their perspective, them willing to receive your perspective. There might be an unclosed situation or conversation. It's kind of weighing on your mind right now, and therefore it's in your dreamscape. Yeah, I feel like right away, as soon as I flip that, I feel like every time I see this card, I get this message that you perceive this massive wave coming in, but she's a child, right? So it's not that tall, it's not that big, and she's smiling knowing that it's not actually that big of a wave. Like these are the ones that you jump into in those wave pools, right? Happily. And she's there with her buddy, right? Her relationship. So are you making mountains out of anthills here? Is an issue getting bigger with time the more you don't address it? This is the blue, and it's pointing right at her throat chakra here, her throat. Also, the cup, that's an offering, right? So are you willing? Are you willing to be open-minded to hear their side, to share your side instead of holding it in? Maybe you're not even willing to share your perspective, right? Sometimes we just push it into a grudge that we hold, a memory, a negative memory that we like to tap into when we're in the mood to make ourselves angry or cry. Okay, so we'll come down here. So my beautiful sheath sword here, this is legacy and family as well. So maybe this is trying to confirm that it's a relative or someone that feels like family, right? We have people that are so close to us. So scratch that, random person that you see every day when you order coffee comment maybe, unless for you, that's a key person in your day, right? That's your morning smile. And you both know that you equally have an impact on each other. May not be friends, but if you don't see each other in the morning, you kind of ask, where were you yesterday, right? There's a level of curiosity and concern. So there's a bond. Anything that has that kind of companionship, okay? That's what this charm's about. So we have a relationship here still. Oh, okay. So companionship is the word I landed on, and the angel. Look at your guardian angel. Where are they sitting in your headspace, in your dreamscape? They're trying to bring you and this other person together. You don't need to lean into lovers unless that's who this person is to you. It's just recommunicating how deep this bond is, how connected the two of you were before this matter has blown out of proportion. And your angels are really coming in heavy to get resolution here, to encourage you through your dreams to move forward, right? The offering. Are you willing? There's two sides. It's interesting that they started with it. There's two sides to every story, which means you're both neither wrong, you're both neither right. That means your lived experience is true, their lived experience is true, but you both don't know what was your lived experience. You're not sharing that with each other. And I don't know why I have the need to clean my plant there for a second. Maybe it's because maybe that's what it is, cleaning out there's just a piece of fluff here. So it was just like a little thing, but I needed to clean it out. Maybe that's the message from the angels thing, right? You're making a small thing bigger than it is, and it's something small you can kind of clean out of the way here. Come back together. A deep bond here needs to come back together. Okay, where do they want me to go next? I'm going to start here because I know this charm is about clarity, and that's where they started, right? Two sides to every story. Get your information, get your clarity. fill it in, right? You got a missing piece. I'm into puzzles, so this is like, find that missing piece. You gotta put it in. Mm. What's that? I'm Canadian. I think it's the Le Petit Prince, the Little Prince. He has a rose under a glass, and that's why he leaves his planet. It's to save his rose, right? His one little companion. And the tree is here, so there's like this sensation of course, I want to save my little flower here. So we saw that here. Save this connection. But there's this cold fragility. And generally, when I get that, that means prolonged silence, prolonged distance, or just distance between you. But look at all of the beauty that still exists that you're missing out on because you're not connecting, right? You're not reaching out. This tree's not reaching out to its little friend here to help it sustain and get through the winter. So that I don't know if in your dreams you feel like, are you in this kind of environment? Are you in a winter scene or winter environment? Do you feel alone and isolated? Or do you just feel kind of, are you searching? Are you lacking stuff? Because it's right here. It's right here, right? It's the clarity, the information that the tree here has. And I just heard like tree of wisdom. So I don't know if your dreams are a bit fantastical in nature, like fantasy films, genre, books. If you're kind of finding yourself in that kind of thematic, looking for these gems, right? Like maybe you are like the part of a troupe, like Lord of the Rings, right? They're following the ring to whatever. The elves have that tree of wisdom that they seem to protect or go to, I think, in a lot of fantasy novels. And I keep saying tree of wisdom, clarity, information, making something bigger than it is, two sides to every story. So knowledge. So it's really just information you need, right? Clarity and knowledge to kind of save this beautiful little thing, right? This little flower, this rose. And I like that they threw me into my childhood with Le Petit Prince because he's out in space and we're out in your dreamscape right now. We're kind of out there, out in the exploration of everything that's infinite and possible. So my little fawn charm here, this is about being shy, tentative, something fresh or new, unexplored territory, right? Kind of shaky legs, finding new legs. But this is more of a sort of a shyness to kind of approach. You know that you're a bit fragile, of course. If this is a deep bond, clearly emotions, the wave here, the water. So the emotions are running high. So tentativeness. But I like that there's this newness, this freshness that's possible, right? The angels are trying to tell you this newness, this kind of restart. Look at this beautiful restart. Look at this celebration. A new moon celebration. What does it say at the bottom that they're drawing me to? Karma. Yeah, what you put out, you can draw back. Are you willing to reach out and draw this back in? We're still in this kind of fantasy scene now. Kind of looks like what's that? Disney just came out, the witches. Sorry, I'm just trying to see why they're pulling me into the mountains here. I know I said mountain out of an anthill, but I feel this is more like moving mountains. Maybe that's what you feel like. Maybe that's why you're shy in the waking life. You feel like, oh my gosh, you're asking me to like move mountains here in order to come together. But look what the angels are telling you in your dreamscape. It's possible. Maybe you need a little help. Is there someone that can help connect you with this person, help bring the two together, someone that can go with you. Maybe you just have somebody else kind of come with you to the first initial high. But you can do it. You can move mountains. You can make this happen. You can bring those two cliffs together to make a fresh new mountain, new landscape, right? A new landscape. You're manifesting here. Infinite possibilities. Okay. And then we have a prolonged period. I saw that here with the winter scene. So this is slow growth, but a beautiful outcome, right? With a sunflower. It takes a while for it to grow nice and tall, but then it's so beautiful and everybody goes out and takes pictures with them and amongst them. So it's possible. It's possible to come together and have a beautiful outcome after a period of silence or distance. Still save this rose. Look at it, full bloom. So maybe you're in your waking life. Are you waning a little bit? Do you think a new start is impossible? Wow. Look at all the flowers. Look at all that. Look at your angel here. So I know at the top of the thing, the video, I said, what did you do? Where did you go? Who did you meet? Look who you met in your dream. Can you recall this person? Look at them welcoming you at the door. Oh, here, let me see if I can get the camera better on this so you can see what I see. Look at this nice, hi, welcome to my garden. Wasn't expecting you, but hello. What a nice greeting. Wasn't expecting you, but hello. Look at your angel there facilitating it, or whoever you ask. Coming down to the help. But they're receptive. She's still smiling. She's a very confident person, so she probably knows why you're there. So again, going back to the thematic of the dream, if it is this sort of fantasy journey you're on, this is the whoever, the main character of your dream. She knew you were coming to the castle, or she knew you were coming to her home. She was expecting you. She knew you were coming. She felt it. She's prepared. Let's have this talk. But welcome. There's a welcome. And yellow is always my sign for friendship as well. And in my charms, I have a teddy bear that's handing a flower like this. Like forgiveness, friendship, forgiveness, and then friendship, right? Hand in hand. Let's keep this bond together. But you definitely had a prominent person here in your dream that was welcoming. Maybe they were a little tough, or maybe they had a scary exterior to you, but once you said hi, once you approached them in your dream, you realized that they were going to be your helpful companion, your helpful messenger. And then the tie here, this is all about throat chakra again. Coming back to the fish here. And her dress, as I came back, they just said her dress. So emotions, the waves, the dress, everything. So you need to be willing to loosen your tie here. You got to talk. Conversation is required. Did you talk a lot in your dream, or did you listen a lot? Do you remember? I feel like you talked a lot in your dream. You had to have, because you set off on your adventure like the little prince. You met friends along the way. You found companions to help, or someone to help. And you went and spoke to the main character. So you did talk. What a beautiful outcome. Look at this. The Knight of Swords coming in to end this matter, whatever it is that's come between the two, whatever has been blown out of proportion. Look at him rush in. He's slicing it. The clarity has now been delivered. We have this beautiful gold again. All this beautiful angelic, supportive yellow color. And he's facing the beautiful outcome, right? Everything's leading back to this beautiful outcome. So in your dream, did you feel like a champion? Did you return home to your beautiful outcome? Did you accomplish your mission in your dream? Because you're going to accomplish your mission in your waking life. If you're willing, you got to reach out. Like I said, if you can find a helper if that's what you need. You know, if you need a support system to connect to this individual in your waking life, do it. But reach out, talk, because I think it's going to go way easier and better than you're feeling, than you're thinking, right? With our little fawn, you're being very tentative, but I think you can embrace confidence here. You're going to be well received. You're going to be okay received. A beautiful outcome. All right. So happy dreaming this week ahead. If you were drawn to any other pile, I'll see you in those readings as I change up here to the next group if I can remember. Pretty sure it was these guys. Okay, so same spread as last one's. Okay, so dreamers, group number 2, drawn to this beautiful blue plaid pattern that I love. So we're gonna do the same spread that kind of established it with the first group. So I've split the 2 cards that I got this week for the connective theme, connective thematic. Then I'm going to get 4 more cards from the deck, and then we're going to add a charm per card as well. Or, you know, I'll see if the angels can keep to a charm like they did in the first group. It worked really well. But they may have more to say to you. So I'm really just kind of leaning in to see, you know, what did you do in your dream? Where did you go? Who did you talk to, if anybody? And of course, answer the question why. Why did you do all that this week? Why were you so busy? Let's get some charms, just letting them discard. Okay, so we'll see. Okay. Interesting. Angel wing with the dove, peace, and an answer yes. I don't know how that resonates to you yet. Are you seeking an answer? Sorry, that's discarded. Just needed to push it out of the way, I guess. But yeah, going back to that angel wing on the first card, were you seeking an answer? Did you come in already wondering if your dreams were trying to give you an answer? Well, you got an answer yes up there. Could just be that yes, a reconfirmation that your angels are always with you and listening. Okay, let's clean up here with the discarded. Oh, what a cute combo. The paw print with the wildcat. I like this lightning bolt. Under magic, beauty, peace. A really soft energy here. Soft. I don't know why I said soft. Soft energy. Just gonna take a timestamp for our dreamer friends that jump ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna start here on this top card where we have the angel wing, your angels, your guardian angel, coming in with an answer of yes. So if you had a question, there you go. Your question could be, am I dreaming? Like, am I even dreaming? I wonder if you're my group of maybe, I don't remember if I dreamed. I think I did. And they're like, yes. But you got angel support. Your angels are all around you. What a beautiful card to pair with, the Fool. Maybe that was your question. Should I or shouldn't I? Yes. Yes. Believe in yourself. Did I dream last night or this whole week? Yes. Believe in yourself. Believe in your intuition, your gut. You got this. Look at your little angel here. You've got this. Go. This is a really nice deck too. There's so much angel yellow here. That's a nice pairing. I like that pairing. And then we have the dove here, wings wide open. So this is peace. This is a welcoming, inviting energy. So maybe you're seeking peace, or you are someone's center of peace. You know, maybe you center them, you ground them, you give them peace. Maybe that's what you did in your dream. You know, maybe you were, maybe you're deciding between, do I continue to stay and help, or do I set off on my soul purpose where my heart is drawing me, right? This could be a dream scene where do I stay home, or do I set out on my own path, create my own story? Yeah, you're helping, you're caring for someone. Like I was saying, you bring someone peace, you're someone stability, and you wonder, you know, if I set off and do my own thing, are they going to be okay? You know, are they going to, you may maybe slip back into a mindset? Will they feel like I've moved on without them? You know, maybe you're have a marriage coming up. I bring that up because I have a friend that's getting married. So, you know, that could be something you question. You know, if I'm committing more of myself to someone else, if I accept this job offer, that's less time for this person. Are they going to be okay? So there's some loving, peaceful energy here that you bring. And that's some nice, loving, caring thoughtfulness that you're going through. And the angels are saying, yes, they'll be okay. You'll both be okay. So we have strong is beautiful, which is a charm of encouragement, right next to our Fool here. So this is embrace your self-esteem, embrace your self-assuredness, embrace your confidence. You know, grab that job offer, say yes to it, or apply to that job that you think is, it's your dream job, but you think maybe, you know, you're self-eliminating. Sometimes we do that, we self-criticize, so eliminate that and head on forward, because strong is beautiful. You know, you get noticed. When we're following our purpose, we get noticed. So in your dream, you might be caring for someone or doing some kind of caring profession, but wanting to do something else. And if you chose to do, so what did you do? So maybe you're caring. Where did you go? When you set out on your journey, we'll figure out where did you go and who you met, but you definitely started to get noticed. So no wonder you would meet people in your dream. I don't know why I wanted to say, here's the wizard. I turned this over and I wanted to say, well, here's the wizard. So however that resonated with any of you, did you meet someone that was wizard-like, more Merlin-like than, you know, King Arthur-like? I know this is a King of Cups, but again, I'm feeling wizard, magician. Or, I mean, it could be that energy. You know, maybe this person kind of just appeared and then just disappeared after they gave you a little boost in self-confidence, and you're just like, whoa, you know, like puff of smoke, right? Magician, wizard, that kind of energy, kind of who you met, loved one. So, you know, you had a visitation here, a reminder. But for some reason, I don't want to say parent-like energy. I'm leaning more into sibling energy. So this would be, you know, a friend, a sibling, a cousin, you know, someone more in your, you know, 10, 15-year generational gap versus someone more senior to you. So they kind of came in here with a quick breath of remember who you are, you know, this boost of self-confidence. In your dream, I feel like you're being pushed to go out on a stage. Like, obviously the imagery is of this card of this deck is kind of leading me into that kind of period, right? The street performers, and then going up on the wooden stages and performing for the kings, etc. But I feel like there's this encouragement of your home base will be fine, get out there. Like, this could just be you deciding to go touring, or like I said, if it's a new job, maybe you're in a new city, because and I said with this charm you're being seen, and now I feel you up on a stage, performing on camera, whatever it is. You know, you're someone who's comfortable and confident with attention, and they want you out there, and this loved one is trying to remind you, you know, you can still care for this person, but you don't have to be directly with them. They will be okay. Remember who you are too. Don't lose yourself, right? I'm coming down here. I'm coming across here to this lightning bolt, this I knew I hit it twice, and then I had to hit it a third time as I'm giggling, because this is the lightning bolt from your angels. So they just tapped 1, 2, 3 for you. So this is sudden change, you know, wish granted. You take the action, and they can complete. They can immediately complete your wish fulfillment. So in your dream, if you were someone, if you remembered your dream and you did take the risk to you know, leave the home base here, step out on this stage, you know, how it unfolded in your dream. It could be you stepping onto a spaceship, right? Taking off. Once you made that decision in self, put yourself first. What was your wish fulfillment? Oh, look at this. What a beautiful wish fulfillment card. Look at didn't I just say the angels were handing it to you? Right? What did Adam and Eve get? They got knowledge. They had everything they needed, right? They were in the garden that was constantly nourishing them. They had no need to want for anything, right? And if that's your wish, is to ultimately reach the point where you love yourself and your world is exactly how you've dreamt and envisioned. Look at your angels delivering that wish to you with this decision, this action. Put yourself first. I mean, anytime we put ourselves first, we get karmic reward. So your dreams are trying to push you to do that. But I feel like in your dream, you would have been like, you know, overnight star, right? Instant celebrity, the king, queen's favorite, right? I'm going to come up here to the magical moment, magical memories. Sometimes this is reminiscing, but I feel like this is magical memories to come. You know, these magical moments, right place, right time, deja vu, having anything like that being experienced in your waking life from your dream. Okay, so when you have a deja vu moment, it's going to be because it came from this dream. So have I met you before? I know you from somewhere, right? Like those moments, they're coming up to you. That's going to be your wish fulfillment. That's why they're pulling me up here next. Those are your signs, your symbols. Look at her. Hi, I've met you before, right? Don't I know you? Or you fall into that, you accept that new job offer, and this is, oh my gosh, you're like my twin. Like we're kismet in energy, right? You find that perfect companion, connection, happiness, joy. But they're bringing me to the dream deja vu. Dream deja vu. Yeah, look at everything you're bringing forward from your dream. It's almost like they're in your dream, they're dropping you sign after sign, hint after hint. Have you been asking for that? Is that the yes? Have you been asking, please give me a sign, this is the job for me. Please give me a sign, this is my soulmate. And your angels are like, yes, we're dropping every possible hint and sign in your dream so you can have deja vu, so you can get the sign here in your waking life. So don't hold back. If you want to say, hey, do I know you from somewhere? Say it. Just say it. No harm, no foul. Hi. You know, hi, do I know you from somewhere? I don't think anybody has ever shunned away from me when I've done that. It's all how we gently approach, but or even just catching yourself like, I've been here before. Or you'll just turn down a street and kind of laugh to yourself and be like, I didn't mean to come down this street. I didn't mean to turn left, but I feel like I should. I feel like I should be here. So you're getting signs in your dreams here, group, all encouraging you to step forward, right? Everything is showing you stepping away from spending your time concerned with others fulfilling what they need, and fulfill your own needs. You don't need to keep helping everybody else. Time for you to put yourself first. So this is a stop, pause charm, which is interesting because they're saying move forward, and then I'm getting stop, pause, caution. Maybe it's more caution, wait. And we've got this wildcat here. So I'm wondering if this is your dreams are cautioning you to, for some reason I want to say wolf in sheep's clothing, like someone who's going to pull back their mask here. It's not really a leopard. It's it's not really a cheetah, right? They've painted the spots on them. It's a Pink Panther, you know. Someone mischievous. Someone might try to play you here, right? Try to see someone for being false. They're trying to give me a saying here. Something about spots. I know there's a saying about spots that they're trying to get me to recall more intelligently. I mean, it could be something as simple like see between the lines, right? Like you got to see beyond the surface. Pause, wait, look beyond the surface. Maybe that's the message. But I feel like it's concerning a specific connection, person. So not like this job opportunity that I keep feeling here and bringing up, but you know, there's an individual here that might be pulling your leg, might be giving you a surface level relationship or a false interpretation. And they are gonna, I feel like this is a soul lesson, since resolving this, noticing, maybe this is a repetitive connection type. Like maybe you continue to lean into the same style of individuals, right? You know, we can fall into certain groups, I guess they say. So maybe pull away, right? Again, step away on your own. Break free from the norm. Don't kind of follow this individual's advice. They might be misleading you down a different path, because I see your fortune being blocked here. You know, look at how the devil's kind of, well, in this deck looks like he's got it stuck between his butt cheeks there, but he's pausing it, right? He's down here and he's just kind of playfully, you don't even notice. You're up here, you're having a good time. You don't even notice that his heels got it just kind of wedged, right? So someone that doesn't have good intention for you, a mischievous character. In your dream, it would be, you know, like a jester, someone in a cape, just anybody that seemed a little mischievous to you. Someone that may have always kind of came into your dream and tried to pull you into another room, like, follow me, right? They want you to stop, pause, don't, you know, Hansel and Gretel, don't follow the breadcrumbs. follow the signs, but don't follow this individual's breadcrumbs. So that's quite interesting. You've got a little bit of a block here, a little bit of a soul lesson opportunity that they're letting you know in your dreams. But the overall thematic for all of you is yes, it's okay to follow your heart's desire here. Follow where you feel your purpose needs to go. Anyone you need to cut, or you know, connections you need to cut, or anyone you need to leave behind or spend less time with, they'll all be okay. You can go ahead and kind of live your purpose. And when you make that decision and unlock it, you're going to start having a whole bunch of deja vu, magical, serendipitous, right place, right time opportunities as your abundance comes in. That's a really great dreamscape to be in all week. I bet you it was this loved one, right? this loved one made sure they popped in and put emphasis on remember who you are. Remember who you are. So there's a reason for their timing for that, for your loved one to come in and say, remember who you are. Okay, so I'm just going to set up here for group number 3. So if you weren't drawn to those cards, thanks for coming, and I'll see you all next week. What was these cards next? Okay. All right, welcome dreamers. So this is group number 3. I'm going to do the spread established with the first group. So I've split the kind of 2 cards you were drawn to in the pick a card. We're going to use the deck to get 4 more cards for additional clarity on sort of what I'm asking this week, which is what did you all do in your dreams? Who did you meet? Where did you go? And of course, the big why. Why all that? Why did you journey where you journeyed? Why did you see what you saw? Met who you met? Give us some insights. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get a charm card for even more messaging, especially with dreams. It's always good to get as much as possible from our angels and our loved ones. As we saw in group number 2, who had a visitation. They needed a reminder, so the loved one came in with the beautiful reminder. Okay, just going to clear that one. And then I'm going to take a quick timestamp for our dreamer friends who go right to the messages, and then we'll get into it. This also helps me tune in to your dreams. Let's start with your cards here that you tuned into. Looking forward to seeing what your dreams were all about this week. Looks like you have a lot of wishful thinking going on. I don't know if this is in your waking state, because I see it also in your dream state, these wishes. So you're dreaming in your dream. You're a dreamer in your dream, someone who envisions, invents. Maybe you're an alchemist, I don't know, but wishing upon a star. I'll do my best. They're reflective cards, so I'll do my best for you to get the beautiful clarity on these. I wonder if I zoom in, do I? Okay, that's a bit better, right? What's it say here at the bottom? All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. And I just said you're dreaming, you're wishing, you're inventing. I usually don't read the words. It's interesting they drew me down there. So this is the important. I don't even know if the picture's important. They just want inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception repeated again and again and again. What's that movie, Inception? Was that what your dream was? Were you flipping from scene to scene? Were you controlling your pages, your books? Did you go from outer space to the farm? Did you go from one planet to another? There's some pretty fantastical changes I've seen, but it's like a pop-up book, right? But as I go through the pop-up book, I see like one scene's like Jack and the Beanstalk, and then the next scene is like cowboys in outer space. Like they're distinctively different, but they're vibrant and they're just kind of three-dimensional and immersive. What was that in? Was it Star Trek? Was it the holodeck? Where you can go and just create? Were you doing that in your dream? Were you just stepping into a blank space and just creating? Because like I said, in this charm, there's all those stars again as well. All these wishes as you're dreaming. Either you're controlling your dream, and so if you don't like a scene and where it's going, you just flip the page, go somewhere new, or you are astral traveling, my friends. You're pulling me down to the words again. Elemental messengers. Fairy energies, flower energies. So energies and messengers, communication. Were you traveling with anyone in your dreams? Like, I wonder if all of you guys traveled together without realizing it. Like you were meeting up in some of these scenes, right? Some of these places you were kind of coming together, kind of saying, hi, fellow traveler, you know, quite interesting here. But there's a familiarity to it. It's like you all know each other as well. Like your energies, right? Your soul energies. Of course, we relive lifetimes together with other soul energies that we enjoy, but maybe your energies are choosing to not participate in each other's waking life. So maybe you're not a connection here, but you're astral traveling and meeting on the soul level in your dreams. It's quite interesting what I'm seeing here. There's like this, it's like a private community here of travelers, dreaming travelers. Let's see why you guys are meeting. I think I just watched a show recently that was based on a novel. This female teenager opens a door and realizes she's stepping out into like a hallway of doors, and those doors go to connect to other people's dreams, and other dreamers are doing that. So they're meeting in the hallways and they're joining each other going through these doors. I wonder if that's what I'm seeing here, this community. You guys all realize that you have this ability, or maybe you just realized it, right? You just walked through that door the first time, and then you were like, oh, there's people here. And they were like, yes, come through this door, come to this dream. And then as you got the hang of it, is that happening in your waking life? Is someone mentoring you right now? Are you apprenticing? Is someone helping you get the hang of something? Are you a new parent? You know, someone getting you used to something, a new responsibility, a new role. Okay, let's see what charms on my hand here. Oh, this is my ask for help. Is someone helping you, right? These are the footprints in the sand for those of you that are a little more religious or poetic, and like that poem of when there's only one set of prints. That's when the angels here are carrying you, supporting you through that period. So who's lifting you up? Who's uplifting you? You're being taught how to be in control in the dreamscape. So that's wonderful. And you must be being taught something here in the waking state as well, in reality. Why are they saying keep your emotions in check? Don't allow anger to rule you. Oh. Are you taking off to avoid, right? Are you avoiding working through something, so you're traveling? So your little helpers are more than happy to help you travel, because I bet you your dreams are trying to help you work through whatever this is, whatever has you boiling here. You're fuming and boiling. You know, that's a red hot lobster here coming out of the water. You're steaming, you're fuming. So ask for help, work through that emotion, whatever form of help that is for you in the waking state. You got a bucket full of love here, bag full of love. Did you receive gifts in your dream? I feel like this is a gift bag. I don't know why I want to give you a gift bag. Do you have something coming up? I said new baby, so I don't know if there's a wedding shower, baby shower, birthday, any reason, new home, any reason you'd be, well, new job too, any reason you'd be getting a gift or gifts, flowers. I don't know if you just lost someone, unfortunately. I don't know why they're bringing me to funeral. They pulled me back up to her crying here. I don't know if that's why you're angry. You know, why'd you leave me? You know, that, or why'd they take you? Why'd this have to happen? You know, if you're stuck in that anger space and they're trying to gift you here with love, combat that with love, those feelings. Okay. Yeah, time, right? Time is healing her here with the bag of love. So give yourself time to heal. You know, it's okay. We all go through experiences. Don't expect to bounce back overnight, but don't be out here traveling all the time either. Don't be daydreaming. This would be daydreaming the waking life, all this wishing, right? All this wishful thinking. You know, I wish that didn't happen. I wish this could happen. I wish things could be different. You know, maybe just a relationship ended. Maybe you went through a job loss, but there's ample love here and a message of healing with time and asking for support. You know, don't go through this by yourself, right? What happened as soon as you walked through that door into the dreamscape as a traveler? A community was right there. They helped you right away. They were like, oh, look, a new traveler. So just let people know, oh, look, someone's sad. Oh, look, someone's angry. I'm going to help them out. I can help them heal. Okay, we have this beautiful transformation. But it's also flying, right? The butterfly flies. So we're back to this astral travel space that they're keeping me in, the controlling of your dream from page to page. If I don't like the scene, I'm leaving it, right? I said that earlier. If I don't like the scene I'm in, I'm leaving it, I'm changing it. So this transformation you're going through, this adjustment period, you must be going through in your waking life. Maybe you're just going through changes. Maybe you just don't realize. Maybe you think you're handling change as well, but in your dreamscape, you're kind of escaping. So you're not really handling things as well as maybe you think you are. So let's see here. What's this? Choices. Yeah, right? You can choose to kind of hold yourself back, as they say, right? Feeling blocked, restrained. You can hold yourself in that space, or you can transform, fly. Also choices. I've been saying control this whole time. You're the master of your dreams. You're controlling where you're going. You're controlling where you're going in your waking life too. So if you feel stuck, you got to ask for help to get unstuck. Or just let people know, I'm stuck. I just need your advice. What do I do next? You're in control. And if you ask for help, you'll just get nothing but love back. And you'll start transforming. You'll get the help you need, the support you need. Okay, so then we have a little fairy here. And she's just a little, she feels just a little alone here, I'm getting with her. She's just kind of sitting there. Maybe you're not very sociable right now when you're awake, because you're very sociable in your dream. A community comes flooding into you right away. So this is your angels realizing that you're kind of feeling isolated, alone. Doesn't mean you're physically alone, just means you feel alone. You know, feel alone in your thoughts, feel alone how you feel alone in your perspective on things, right? Any kind of version, iteration of that. Oh, look at the happy kitty. Look how we went from angry to laughing. It's almost like he's laughing to being tickled here. What does it say? Set your course, right? Choose. Choose to what? Be happier, to work through, to acknowledge that you're only going to heal with time. Again, right? Things take time. Even just acknowledging things take time. You know, have a plan. Do what's right for you. I just like how your companion here, your angel, look how happy and smiling he is. Is that how you were by the end of your dream? Like, did you wake up happy? because I'm not even paying attention to her, really. I just keep looking at him. So this group, are you waking up happy and going like, you know, I felt so good, and then, oh, now I'm awake. You know, I'm feeling better when I'm asleep. I'm feeling better when I'm at home. Is that why you're keeping yourself held back? But everything that you're doing in your dream, all the endless possibilities over here, you're clearly the master of your life right now. Your powers of manifestation are at a high. You could be this laughing, happy kitty. That's what I want you to be. I just keep smiling. I just love the expression I'm getting here. I hope you are too, you know. I'm just seeing if there's any other messages. I mean, I just keep hearing like, welcome, you know, this community, this group, can't wait to see you again. All your soul energies, all your fellow soul travelers. You know, who knows, if you ask for help, I wonder if you'll find this community or someone from this community here in the waking that will help you through this healing journey, your transformative journey, right? Because this is a companion. There's a companion in both. A fellow, you know, someone that you feel like they understand, right? They're the right energy for you. It's quite nice. All right, beautiful dreamers. Well, good luck on your transformation journey here. And I will see you, well, I probably won't see you in your dreams because you're off traveling with these guys, but I will see you at our next dream interpretation next week. Okay. Set up for the final group here. Dreamers number 4. Sorry, I'm just taking my quick note here and timestamp. All right, so dreamers number 4. These were the 2 cards you tuned into at the top of the video. So I'm just going to do the same spread as I established with the first group that I did for everybody. Okay, so you're not getting the same spread as I did for everybody, so I'm not even going to finish what I was saying, since that came out as I was saying that. So clarity from the angels that nope, group number 4 is unique. Well, actually you already are unique because I usually do a 3-card pick a card, but this week I put out 4 separate decks. So 4 kind of pick a cards here. So we got unique group number 4. Okay, we're gonna do a charm. So do a charm per card like I have been doing for everybody, but we'll do one over here as well. See what that was all about. Why did group number 4 get a 6th card? No, 7th card. Lucky number 7. Lucky group number 4. Maybe it's just about luck. Incoming luck. I'm just looking at the card over there while I'm waiting for the charm to come down. Oh, okay. Guess it's the sloth. About luck coming in, because I keep looking at the egg, the sort of the seed is planted, then it grows, and then the reward comes in, right? The egg and then the chicken. Okay. So I'm just going to tune in here to your dream energy a little bit more, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to continue with this card that came out and broke the thread, spread commonality between each group, but there's a reason this came out. So the bat charm up here, this is all about changing a perspective. And I'm just going to put the charm down for a second. Because look what happens, right? If you're down here thinking, my world is absolutely on fire. Like every area of my life is on fire. They're like, change your perspective. And what do we see? We see sunshine and water and fireworks. Like everything is how you dream it, wish it, right? And then in the middle, there's this message that I've already kind of said in the intro, so it's a reminder for those of you that were in the intro. This seed that I see planted, this egg, which, you know, with time, you know, hatches the beautiful chick here, right? So there's this initial message of change your perspective, and things, some things take time, or, you know, patience is needed to reap the reward here. Maybe just the change in perspective needed is patience, but I don't know why we got a third main thematic card for that. So this sword here, this always speaks family to me, or legacy. So establishing something, an estate. So it could be family matters or something that has longevity to it as well. That also is in there. So a legacy, longevity, history. Something with a long history. Yeah, look how protective you are. And again, you're on fire. Are you extremely anxious or nervous? But there's this need I feel like you feel this need to protect, but while you're protecting, you yourself are on fire. Like you feel like your world is on fire, but I got to protect it anyways from this, whatever this is. And maybe this is like a historical way of thinking. You have a history of thinking this way. You have a history of anxiety, of nervousness. I wonder if this group felt like you had nightmares as they pull me into the black here. I wonder if you're a group that experienced nightmares this week, or woke up suddenly, right? The change of perspective. It wasn't a nightmare. Your world's not on fire. There was messages in there. Oftentimes we mistake nightmares for dreams, just regular dreams. It's just the message in it is so scary to us, right? Here comes the messenger, and he's scary. You've got a skull on him. I choose strength, yeah, bravery. Don't be afraid of your nightmare. Nightmares aren't nightmares. You got to lean into it. It's usually just a messenger, and sometimes we're just afraid of what the message is going to be. Fear, anxiousness, nerves. I choose strength. Yeah. You know, take the blindfold off. You know, for me, I don't even think the swords are slicing into the apple. They just look like they're sitting behind the apple, right? So you gotta, again, change your perspective. Take the blindfold off and see that the swords are actually behind you. These experiences, the source of your anxieties, maybe, they're behind you. Those days are behind you. You're this beautiful new apple. You need to see that. Choose courage. Choose courage to realize those past experiences, you know, they can't come back to harm you here. A lot of sword energy. So you must have, again, planting that seed. You must have cut a cord. You must have made a recent decision. So you're probably nervous, anxious, because there wasn't an immediate feeling, sensation for you in your waking life, but you made the right choice to walk away, protect yourself, cut the cords, whatever. That was the seed you planted, but your reward's going to take a little bit of time. Not a lot, but it's going to take some time. There is no immediacy here. But your bravery, choosing strength, choosing bravery, choosing yourself, you put all that behind you. So again, not a nightmare. The nightmare is behind you. So we have a repetitive message with the strong is beautiful. So this is confidence, self-esteem. Maybe that's what they knocked out of you. Right? Doesn't take much for us to start to second guess and feel doubtful in our skills, in our value, right? We start to wane a little bit in that space. Yeah, they're pulling me back to the skull symbol that you kind of threw here on your nightmare character. See how he's sitting on your castle, and it looks like your castle's being wired up here to be set ablaze. So again, you're on fire. You're on fire. I don't know if this is a passionate relationship. There's so much fire here, so passion. So either a dream or a passion. So it's either a hot, lustful relationship, so no substance, just hot and cold. And maybe that's what your relationship was like. A lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, and then brief, right? There's only one little heart here. Brief periods of peace and love, or you're trying to follow your passion at work, but you're at the wrong company. So it's more stress than passion, right? You're not really tapping into your passion in the waking life. Put yourself first. Walk away from what's not serving you here. But I mean, this skull, I think, again, I said you put the skull on them. So this is someone you see as scary. This is a situation that you dislike already. You know that you need to put it behind you. It's been too long. So then we have a pause here. Just pause, wait, hold up a second. Maybe it's because you're anxious is here. So just some calmness coming in from the angels here, trying to calm down the nightmarish energy here. Oh, look what the angels are pointing at, the Akashic records. You know, what is meant for you is going to happen. It's not going to pass you by. Look at this new start ticking in. Tick, 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 tick. This is your wheel of fate turning. Its next rotation, right? You've got the sun. Look, fire, sun. And where's the fire? Behind you. He's pointing down at the sun. So you've already planted your new start. Look at the leaf. And you're headed here to this sun, this new start. Look how close it is. It's almost at 12. So whatever you're drawing into your dreaming scape here, the nightmare you're creating for yourself in your dreams, please change your perspective in your waking life, because what you did is exactly what was planned for you, what was meant for you. After this period of negativity, you've got beautiful blue, bright skies here, abundance, happiness. It's meant for you. You planted the seed. You achieved that milestone that was in your soul plan, right? So now you're headed here. You're off to the next. So this big scary individual in your dream, I bet you it's your soul. It's this I, your intuition. Generally, our soul energies are perceived as scary in our dreams because it comes in so massive, so large, because it has your Akashic records on its back, all your past lives. Yeah, you got a new start here. This is a new chapter with my little turtle here. So this is a fresh chapter. You're heading out because it's already a baby stage. So you're already out exploring this new ocean, right? This new world. You were just birthed. So you have a new start here that your dream is trying to hint to you, try to give you a peek at, right? Look where your angels are pulling you up to. Look up here where all the wealth and abundance is. Again, ignore the fire. Ignore the flames. That's not for you anymore. You trusted. You were the fool. You jumped off. You leapt. You took the trust in yourself here. And now here comes the reward, right? What was meant for you is now going to be coming in. Wishes granted. Fresh start, new start coming in, dreamers. Okay, look at this. Yeah. Here's your slow pace, right, with the sloth. Remember, plant the seed. It's not going to be immediate. It's not going to take forever. I mean, they're not the slowest animal. They're just casual, right? They take it easy. Look where you're coming from. Take it easy. Take it easy on yourself. Don't expect too much of yourself right away. Just trust. Trust in yourself. Trust what you did was right. Here comes the brighter days ahead for you. You know, you left the job that wasn't serving you well. You left the person that wasn't serving you well. You left the city, the country that wasn't serving you well. Whatever it is. Look, you're no longer protective mode, right? You're not sitting there in a state of anxiety and nervousness. Look at him. He's meditating. He's manifesting. He's attracting his dreams. He's connecting with his intuition and his angels and his soul and his loved ones. You know, he's focused in on his heart's purpose, his sense of direction. He knows where he's going now, so he doesn't need to take the blindfold off because he's not in a state of anxiousness. He knows where he's going. He's got the plan, and he's robed here in abundance, everything. And there's that seed you planted. Look at it. Look at time passing. Look at the wealth you've been pocketing away. And that flame, look how buried that is. Look how far in the past that is now. Look at all that abundance. It's almost like a whole second half here of your life coming up, depending on, you know, whatever age you are. Just consider that chunk, you know, from then till now, that chunk, just shelve it, because you're on a whole new chunk here of time. Like this is 10, 20, 30 plus years. Like I say, I feel like this is like the whole next set of your life, right? We flipped it. That was the first half. This is the second half. That's a beautiful space to be in. And I just looked up to see where I was at to time check, and I'm actually at 1 hour 11 minutes, 111. So confirmation from the angels, please don't see your dreams this past week as nightmares. They're just confirmation for you. It's just your intuition. It was your soul coming in to visit you and remind you you made the right choice. You're almost there, right? The rewards are already coming into you. Just have a little bit of patience and go at a nice, slow, discoverable pace, right? You got to go out there. This is all new to you. Go out there and discover. All right, so I'll see you dreamers next week.